Good morning, y'all. Good morning. I ain't about to even hold y'all. I ain't about to even hold y'all. I ain't even about to hold y'all. I gotta quickly do this message, or because I don't want to put it on pause and come back. So we're just gonna talk about what we need to talk about. It's a quick channel message. Yeah, I just had this interesting to the Dreamcatcher message come to me in the dream state, and we're gonna talk about it on another day, bitch. Because that shit make what I just did within 24 hours. Um, an American Heritage Society class message where I was talking about a specific topic. Soon within 24 hours, I had a 2D catcher message in the dream state, and I'm seeing people that is not related to me in the dream state, and it's like I just did a message about that, and it's just like how I fucking run it. Then I'm looking at the channel message for today, and I'm just like, wow, wow. But like I said, we're gonna talk about it a different day. So, um, the channel message we're gonna be discussing today is in regards to Disney Channel movies. Like I told y'all about a year ago, I started to use Disney Channel movies and stuff like that based off a meme I saw online. The meme online is in regards to there was like a giraffe that was like a therapist to the women main characters of these Disney movies, and he's doing a therapy session with them, and I found it very interesting. So we're doing channel messages based off that. Um, in the previous message, I was talking about it was so ironic that there was a giraffe in I believe Atlanta, Georgia, somewhere in Georgia, somewhere over there that went missing for like 2 days, and I'm just like, all right, that's just somebody from that area that was trying to either energy harvest or figure out what I was about to do next in regards to my messages because like these are already pre-written. I wrote this. It's been in my notes for since last year. I'm just not getting back around to it. So let's get into it for the channel message for today. All right. What I wrote on my notes based on the meme that I saw about this giraffe therapist and the Disney princess. The Disney princess we're gonna be discussing today. Um, I don't know. Is she actually a princess? I guess so. Snow White. So this is gonna be a good one, bitch. Um, as you know, today is the first of all, congratulations to me and my supporters making it to another month. We are not in the month of July, so it's it's all about the woman this month. It's all about fourth house placements this month. It's all about um, groups of women who could possibly be coming together. You know, I usually reference that Cancer placement in regards to the code to church women and stuff like that. So, in regards to this young message, in regards to the therapy session being had with this giraffe and Snow White, this meme that I had found last year, the color pink is very significant. Cancer zodiac is very significant as it's the first day of this new month. Your fourth house placements are very significant. Your fourth house placements has to do with your mother or your mother's side of the family. Very significant. The color blue is very significant. Blue is usually a calming energy. All right. So already something about your fourth house placements, your mother's side of the family, and keeping calm energy. I ain't gonna hold you up against that. All right. The color red was very significant. Red is um Red is usually in regards of fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, very significant. So at this point in my notes, I didn't write anything about what the color red was symbolizing in regards to these zodiac signs. And then the color yellow. The color yellow is very significant. I wrote yellow long skirt. So Snow White wears this yellow long skirt. Now this skirt is particularly covering your legs, especially if it's a long skirt, your legs, your feet. Your legs and your feet are connected in regards to Sagittarius embodiment. So you see how that correlates to that color red in regards to Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sagittarius zodiac embodiment um, is in regards to parent teacher travel. Travel very significant in regards to Sagittarius because you need your legs to for movement to get to one place to another. So when I wrote yellow long skirt, first of all, yellow is symbolic of the color of happiness. Now, if happiness is attached to the legs in this depiction of Snow White, it's something about, and even like the legs being hidden because of the long skirt, it's like, on one scenario, it's like you're not even going to believe how you get into a scenario situation that's going to bring you like the utmost happiness. Amen. I receive it. It's like you could have been praying about something, you could have certain goals, aspirations, and you're now coming into that happiness. All right. If you're not already, then there's a parallel message of somebody didn't want you to receive this happiness. All right. Somebody decided like they didn't want you to be happy. It has something to do with you traveling, going somewhere, meeting someone, etc., etc., etc. I saw that theme play out the other day, but like I said, you have to wait to another channel message for me to discuss it. Now, that yellow skirt is also a long skirt. You know, certain countries and certain environments, they have women cover up. It's so ironic as today is the first day of July. July being the Cancer zodiac, an embodiment, the month where the fourth house placement is very significant in regards to women, groups of women, and we're talking about Snow White the first day, and it's like Snow White was particularly very much covered up. I'm something about the Middle East is very significant, you know, because like in the Middle East in certain countries, they have these women cover up based on their religion and stuff like that. This could have this theme of like because I just had a 2D Dreamcatcher message before I did it. I literally just woke up before I did the share message, I had 2D catch your message, and it's something about the theme of church is very significant. Group of women very significant. Really, in the dream state, it was really a group of men, and it was just like one or two women. It was a lot. It was a group of men, or men and women working together, rather. But we're gonna get into that. So your happiness is also on correlation to your sex life this month of July. You something about being overly sexualized or not being sexualized, something about that. Aries Leo is very significant. You could be a entertainer, a business person. There's a parallel message there somewhere. Ooh, somebody is gagged, bitch. Gag on dick. Anywho's, um, Snow White also has a purple cape. Ooh, coughing from my ops. Now, Snow White also has a purple cake. Cake? Cake? I'm hearing let them eat cake. Something about cake is very significant. Is somebody's birthday this month? Is a celebration, something like that, that's going to need cake this month? Snow White also wears a purple cape. Now, I wrote in my notes, Captain Save a Ho. Like, there was this, like, basically from the 2D Dreamcatcher message I'm going to narrate another day. Basically, it was given because it was an inception of the dream. Like, the person wanted me to I guess the person felt like they were helping me in some sort of way, and it's like I'm not ever gonna duck no help, like if it's like with the right intent and stuff like that. But like it's just like this is somebody who used to make fun of like it's somebody who used to joke, make fun of, could be to this day make fun of certain scenarios in regards to like how I do certain things. Now they wanna like no pun intended, bitch, and how to make that clear. Um, and somebody who like make jokes and they think like it's like harmless jokes, but it's like actually like not really even funny. Like the joke they made in the dream, it was a whole dream in a 2D catcher message, and I only remember one word from the dream that like it just made me mad, bitch. I'm just like, why? This is not even funny. Why are you like joking about this topic? But we're gonna talk about that another day. Anywho's, so I put Captain Saberhold. Purple cape is symbolic of Scorpio embodiment in regards to male fraternities or whole group of men working together. And there's a woman who is leading a group of men right now. There's something about a scenario like you might have a whole bunch of brothers. You might have a whole bunch of male allies at this time, or just in general. So it's like your opposition, like, look at this bitch, Captain Save a Hole. She trying to help the man. There could be a woman catering to men right now at this time, or this month. Um, Women associated with a whole bunch of different men, and it doesn't have to be in a sexual connotation. It could just be because this woman is like sexually attractive, maybe not as attainable to these men, but like because of this woman's beauty, these men tend to listen to what this bitch got to say. Um, you anywho's, so because I'm not saying that because it's like this thing of like, oh, my brother's keeper comes. I've never like I've never used that term ever in my life, but something like this is a woman who got a whole bunch of brothers, male relatives, etc., 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 that are willing to help and stuff like that. What you doing?
She's at this point.
Hold on. With your towel? Yeah, go ahead. All right, I'm about to say. Good morning, hey. How are you doing? So then, Snow White also has a red headband in the depiction, right? Red, what we already spoke about, is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The headband will be talking more about Sagittarius embodiment, right? Parent teacher travel. So something about since we know Snow White is not a parent, and Sagittarius embodiment is involved, and then the headband is on the head, connected to the gift of foresight, what you're thinking, because Sagittarius is an embodiment of the thinker. Um, Close to the crown chakra, like this goes back to the correlation of what I was talking about, the 2D dream catcher message I had this morning. It's like somebody like want to make you feel bad about what you got going on, what you're doing, but in the same breath, they want to say like, I'm the reason this person is who they are today. I'm the reason this person is doing that. They're taking my advice, and they're flourishing about it. And meanwhile they was like they was making fun of you, bitch. Like they was making fun of you the whole time. I was just goes into that previous message we was just talking about. Like in the previous message, I was like saying something to. I have to paraphrase. It was something like it was like two messages ago, two channel messages ago. It was like somebody was like, that you're my day one. Started from the bottom, now we here. And then you whole time you're like, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. It was like, and it was in regards to like creative endeavors. I know Aries Leo was significant, so something about entertainment business. Um, your career is very significant. Like somebody want to be a part of what the fuck you got going on now because you flourishing. But when you were starting off, they had a lot to say in a negative connotation. But this the type of person that be going around like, yeah, I was with them when they first started. Yeah, I gave them this idea and I told them this and the third. This is not to be messy or anything like that. A few weeks ago when I was bored, there was nothing to watch on TV. Um, I started watching, indulging in like ghetto television, I guess. I don't want to be a part of it, ghetto television, but I'll watch it for entertainment. So I was watching Deja Vu, and there's a woman from the Zeus Network. I think her name is Diamond, and she originates from the Deja Vu TV series, and she had brought her legit best friend to the show of Deja Vu because she was trying to like put her peoples on. And when she was putting her good morning, how are you? When she was trying to put her peoples on to the TV show, she also mentioned to that friend like, I want you to stand on your all 10 toes, 2 feet by yourself. I don't want people to know you as the friend of the star of the show. I want people to know who you are, so you can make your own way, pave your own road in regards to the industry that she's already in. She just gave her the opportunity, bitch. It was something that happened on that previous season, and it was like basically the friend, when the person who put her on, Diamond, wasn't around, she decided to tell everybody. She said she claimed she was joking. It was a bad joke. She said she basically wrote her like famous song for her, like that she's making the money off of and doing shows on. She's like, yeah, I wrote that song. I gave her the idea for that, and like people did not find that shit funny. So like somebody's doing something to you where they're like, yeah, I helped them and I put them on, I put them in position and this that, and the third, and they used to be making fun of you, bitch. People have realized that, see that, and they're calling that person out on your behalf. They might get fucked up because like they trying you too much. Like this is a scenario where like somebody might say something like, yeah, like this is like somebody be like, yeah, I'm their manager and yeah, I'll be booking these shows for them, and I'm their talent agent, and da 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 da. And then the person hears that shit in conversation, comes to you. So like, this person said that they are a manager and they're talent scout and they be booking shows, and you just like, no, like that never happened. Like, and they be like, oh yeah, like, and it's not, and it's gonna be like they're gonna. It's like a scenario like you're doing something for yourself, and somebody got the audacity to say that they helped you, did whatever the case may be, and they wasn't doing that, and the people who they talking to already know this, so like they're gonna call them out. They might even, woo. Anywho's, Snow White has dark black hair in the dream. I told y'all that's symbolic because in the 2D Dreamcatcher messages previously, every time I would see a dark haired woman in the dream state the name Darcy be significant. I said I've only met one Darcy in my whole life. And when I actually looked up the name Darcy and the name meaning, it actually means dark haired woman. And it is some other indication of like witch like attributes, spiritually inclined. You don't have to be a witch to have dark hair. All right, don't start that stigma. Um, just like being very spiritually in tune into like spiritual stuff, occultic stuff, etc., etc., etc. All right, now that we got the notes out the way, nigga said, it's your favorite Italian. He said, what a treat. Thank you. I'm beautiful. It's true. Thank you for that. God bless. All right, now let's get into this therapy session with the giraffe that went missing for 2 days in Georgia that wanted to be the therapist. And now we talking about Snow White off a meme that I got from last year, bitch. How the fuck a giraffe go missing for yo? So I was playing like 4 to 5 days before I do these messages with this giraffe therapist. All of a sudden, a giraffe go missing for 2 days in Georgia, Atlanta. Peep game. That's I'm tell you, it's symbolic. It's symbolic. You know who them tarot readers and intuitive readers is from that area. It might not even be them. It might be somebody who had to leave from there. Anywho's, so the giraffe therapist says to Snow White in this meme channel message that I have seen, you went to live with 7 people you didn't know, and you got poisoned by food a stranger offered you. I'm simply impressed by your capacity of trusting people. This giraffe therapist, I'm telling you, this meme was funny. He said this giraffe therapist told Snow White, you went to live with 7 people. Let's start there. 7. 7. It's symbolic of partnerships. You went to live with 7 people. What the fuck? You want her to live by herself? And as I recall, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. The names of them 7 dwarves, that she was partnered up with, that she was living with, those her roommates, was kind of a little off. It didn't sound as great that it was one woman living with 7 men. But them niggas was doting on her hand and fucking foot. Excuse me, let me not get too aggressive. Snow White was living the life. Snow White was having 7 boyfriends without giving them. No, Snow White had 7 sugar daddies without giving them any sugar. Snow White was living the life. Like, you went to live with 7 people you didn't know. There's something about a woman. I'm telling you, there's something about a woman in a brotherhood, having actual a lot amount of brothers or people she calls bros, or a lot of male allies that I wouldn't necessarily say wait on her hand and foot if you want to, but like It's something about this woman who has a lot of connections to men who will do anything for her. All right, it's giving, um, not only pretty privilege, it's giving princess treatment. It's, you know, but the seventh house placement very significant in regards to your partnerships. Look into it. You went to live with seven people you didn't know, and you got poisoned by food a stranger offered you. First and foremost, the person who tried to poison Snow White with that motherfucking apple was a witch. Let's start there. Um, this bitch saw that she was living where was this witch at? Like, mind you, don't nobody give a fuck. Where was this witch at? In this narration of Snow White living with seven different niggas who was waiting on her hand and foot, where was she at to see Snow White living good? Because if I'm not mistaken, Snow White was living in the middle of the motherfucking woods or forest or some shit like that, living life. Where the fuck was this witch at to be trekking anywhere near her vicinity to be envious of what the fuck she got going on? And then what is this correlation with Disney? Like this is what I be talking. What's this correlation with Disney and witches that supposedly got all these knickknacks and parlor tricks and know how to do all this poisoning apples and shit. That's why I mean the parlor trick, because they can't really do shit for themselves, but they know how to fucking poison a motherfucking apple and try to feed it to you, bitch. God forbid. Like we're like you supposedly a witch. Why you couldn't conjure up seven niggas adult and take care of you instead of like trying to poison an apple and then because you mad because the bitch living life? This is what I be talking about when bitches be like, oh yeah, they're a witch and this and the third. Like they ain't about shit. They're not doing shit. Like they're not doing shit. Like I can't stand people who be like they self proclaimed witches and shit like that, and all they know is parlor trick. Witches, warlock, it don't fucking matter. All they do is parlor tricks to do something to the next person, and they can't even help them fucking self. You like it don't make sense. This is why people when in regards to divination and spirituality, and the first thing they want to do is go attack somebody, it don't never make sense. It means you don't even got the gifts. You shouldn't even be calling yourself that title. None of that shit. Because why you can't use that same effort to do divination spell work on yourself? You see somebody you envious of what somebody else got, conjure that shit up for yourself. Conjure that shit up for yourself. It's not that fucking hard. All right, let me read the message. Um, Like yeah, like somebody is envious of your how men are attracted to you, so they might try to do something to your food, bitch. The only thing I should say about about Snow White in this scenario, when that witch came into her with that fucking poison apple, bitch, you don't know that hoe. She ain't know that hoe. She was being naive. Like that's how she got in a situation with them seven men taking care of her. She was being naive. If I'm not mistaken, Snow White is not Cinderella. Snow White was not scrubbing floors and cleaning up and shit like that. She was getting taken care of. She was just naive, didn't know what the fuck was going on. So of course this stranger came to her and was being nice to her, so she just took the apple and shit like that. Like use your discernment. Like somebody might want to do something to your food. If it's not food, because food is symbolic of the word mana, the word of God. So somebody might try to give you false advice. Like you might be getting it might be men attracted to you. I seen this video the other day, and it was like the topic of the video online. The piece of content was talking about women don't like isn't she like women don't hate you. It's just like you're a bad person or something like that. And the woman was given like a whole a list of reasons why some women don't like other women. And the first one they said, it was like, you're very self centered. All you think about and care about is yourself. I was like, dang, I ain't about to even hold you. I am self centered. So like, I'm like, if that's the reason, I don't give a fuck. Like, if bitches don't like me because I'm self centered, I'm like, ain't we all supposed to be self centered? Like, all right, it's giving you don't know how to be main character. All right, it's giving if you don't like a female because you think she's too self centered, that means you don't think you're a main character. That means you don't think you can sit or stand in the room with this bitch. Like, that's my opinion. But I took it. I'm like, constructive criticism. I'm like, all right. I'm not changing who I am. It is what it is. And then she kept listing a whole bunch of others that she like. You're overly talking about niggas, and when a man comes into the room or something like that, you start acting different. And I'm just like, all right. But like, in my own personal bias, all the shit she was talking about is the same shit other bitches be doing. Y'all picking and fucking choosing. Y'all picking and fucking choosing. Hello. Yeah. And the giraffe therapist was like, I'm simply impressed by your capacity of trusting people. Like, people who trust people is not only because they're naive, it's because they wish good for other people also. No one is going to be so trusting if they're not like somewhat of a good person, because no one who's a bad person is going to be trusting of everybody. You might go through experiences where you realize like, all right, some people are not good, some people are bad, you can't trust everybody, this and that. People who have gone through bullshit after bullshit after bullshit after bullshit are usually not the most trusting people, usually more reserved, sometimes be a little bit mean. People who are just like la 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 la, be naive, I don't really know, they think life is good. They're usually a good person because they, it's like you are what you attract. If you're a good person, you would just assume somebody else would be a good person. You wouldn't think somebody tried to poison an apple like in the Disney movie of Snow White. Like, I'm just saying. So it is what it is. I'm simply impressed at your capacity of trusting people. And you know what? After all them shenanigans that happened in Snow White, it worked out for her. Them niggas, they was like, who poisoned who? Who poisoned who? Apple? Which? Let's come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. We about to go get this witch job. Seven dwarves and a witch. Who won? Seven niggas and a witch. Who won? Like this. Like you got bros. You got brothers. You got men that don't want to see you in harm's way. They find out somebody did something to you. Who? You did what to who? These, that's the day them like no DV, but that's the day niggas be like, my hands bisexual, bitch. Like, message at the top of the deck. Mercury placements. Today is Wednesday, day of communication, bitch. So you gonna get some income and communication about some shit. God, what do we need to know about this channel message? Mercury placements came out again. Composed of people wants and needs to buy a needed product, seeking things. So you got a lot of male allies in regards to your career field and your business. You might have something, a product, something of a service. You have connections to other men who have their own businesses. Some, there could be other women or people like I'll be quite honest with you. There's other women that's upset that of your connections with other men in these other prestigious businesses, and because they don't got that shit, so they want to do something to you. They want to talk you down, make you feel like you're not doing enough, has minimal supervision. You might work in an industry or career field where you could work with men, and they'd be like, all the other women, they gotta manage them. They gotta like, you do this, you do that, this and the third. Everybody has a task and stuff like that. And it'd be like, but with you, they'd be like, keep doing your thing. Oh, we don't gotta worry about that person. They're gonna handle their business. We don't. They're gonna bring the sales in. This is the type of scenario. Card number, blessings overflow. That's what these negative Nancy's didn't want you to know. Like, you are so motherfucking blessed. Amen. I receive it. You are so motherfucking blessed. All right. Blessings on continuous arrival. Like card number 49, protection of gifts. Like, your gifts is protected. Like, these bitches is just mad. They're hating. They're not you because I'm beautiful. It's true. Like, they're hating on your beauty. This is what people are. This is the community. Today's Wednesday. This is the talk. This is the talk of the day. Bitches is mad because you're beautiful and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. And you're just doing your shit around the money. You're just doing your shit. You don't like, you have your own shit going on. You're not worried about nobody else or what the fuck they got going on. Leo card came out. Something about a man. Something about an entertainer. Very significant. A melanated person. You could be an entertainer. I don't know. Is that a mosquito? Anywho's. Leo card came out. All right. That's the message for today. Let me just read the comments really quickly because I have to go make sure. What the fuck? Sometimes you gotta do your life. Don't worry about another people. Hi, how are you? You managed to be both specific and unrelated at the same time. Yep. Utilize the new. This person said utilize a new mental assignment, a mental asylum. Not for me, bitch. I'm saying I got cleared. But you, why the fuck did you sign yourself in? Anywho, and that person's name in the comment section is No Filter for you. Congratulations, congratulations. You signed a digital contract with YouTube talking about this is your mental asylum. Dumb bitch. Hello, how are you? Hello, beautiful lady. How are you, my dear? I'm doing good. How are you? God bless. What you got a Constantine underscore back to sender posted? What you got against it? Is that Italy? No, that's not Italy. Who? What country is that? Is that France? Who flag did you just put there? And then somebody underneath them said jump. Jump around, bitch. The beauty of your heart is reflected in your eyes, my dear. God bless you. It's true. Somebody asked me if I'm a dude. I can't. If I was, I can't come across the screen and fuck you. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all be asking the wrong questions sometimes. Like, you want to know if I'm a man? What is that gonna do for you? Is it gonna make you horny? Like, I'm not a man. Like, so I can like, and if I like, even like, what the fuck? Like, what? All right. Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to do. If you touching yourself, that's between you and yourself. Excuse me, I shouldn't even say it like that. Anyway, you say you love me. You love me, baby. You love me. You said this. You said hi, baby, like you. Aw, thank you. You said stand up and turn around, please. This ass is better than two bones. Cornbread. You can't. And y'all horny in the comment section. All right, y'all. All right. I'm talking to y'all later.